Happy wife, happy life. That's what a lot of us men have been programmed to think. A lot of us men are sad and miserable because of this idea that they have adopted. In today's society, even in probably the last 20 to 30 years, men have been under the impression that do whatever you want, but at the end of the day, you have to make your wife happy. Your wife is always right, and she has the final say so, and you have to make her happy because that will give you a happy life. And guys are waking up to this truth. They're waking up to this understanding that that's not the case. Too many men have adopted this. They're sleeping on couches. They've been divorced, and they truly don't feel grateful with it for their life, and they're not happy because their wife's not showing them appreciation. Their wife's not showing them gratitude. Their wife isn't truly happy with the decisions that he's made, even though this guy's been going to work, putting in those works. You know, he's been putting in that grind. He's been putting in that hustle. He's been coming home. He's even tired because he goes to work. You know what I'm saying? He might work a 10-hour shift, a 12-hour shift. He's a little bit tired, but he's still deciding to spend a little bit of time with his family. You know, he might try to tuck his kids into bed or eat dinner with his family. And then she's mad at him because he was at work all day. She's nagging him. Oh, I spent all day with these kids, and you come home and you're too tired. You just want to go to sleep, and you're never helping me with the kids. You don't want to be around. And then we don't have enough money because you're not working enough. You need to go and work some more hours. So this guy's feeling like, man, I'm trying to work. I'm trying to provide. At the same time, you're not happy with the things that I'm doing. You're not showing any gratitude. So this really isn't making me happy. And then so many people for a long time have been telling him, bro, you just got to listen to your wife. Just make her happy, man. Just make her happy. So he's like, all right, you're right. And then she might not be like, in that moment, she doesn't respect him. So what ends up happening? Bro, she don't want to give it up to him. She don't want to have sex with him. So then he's feeling sad because then he's like, man, I'm not even getting that. She might not even find him attractive no more. So then he's having to sleep on the couch. He's in the doghouse, sleeping in the basement, you know what I'm saying, all by himself. And then the wife might even turn the kids against him. So then now that man feels like, man, my kids are believing the lies of this woman. She's telling my kids that all I do is work. I don't want to spend time with them. I would rather prefer to work so much. And, you know, that's my number one priority is getting to this money. But I love my kids. I really do love my kids. I want to be a father. And I understand that as a man, I have to be a protector and I have to be a provider. So most men will go out there and understand that. And then they're just getting burnt on the back end. And then they're getting maybe a year or 2 years down the line, getting served with court papers. And a lot of men are sad right now. A lot of men want to self-delete. I hear this often about how so many men, they were in these relationships. They thought having a happy wife would lead them to having a happy life. And they're realizing, bro, they're waking up. That's not the truth, man. And I think that there are some relationships, obviously, if the woman has done, you know, her healing work, if she's grown, and if she's truly a feminine woman, and she truly embraces her man as the leader, salute. Those relationships, they're equal exchanges. That's not what I'm referring to here. I'm referring to those relationships where men, and a lot of it is our fault too. Let's take a second and reflect upon this. The truth is, and this might be a hard pill for a majority of us to swallow, so many of us as men, we pick the wrong woman. We really do. We see these red flags from the beginning. We know these women are narcissistic. We know these women don't have any value, bro. She's not cooking. She's not cleaning. She's not nurturing. She don't really love you. She's just doing enough to show you a little bit of attention. And she might be at an age where she wants to find a man. She might see you as that come up. She might know that you deep down, you're a good man. You have a good heart. And she's taking that, bro, and she's manipulating you and abusing your heart. And that's true. A lot of us, we're just so desperately seeking a woman's validation and attention. We go with whatever woman shows us the slight bit of attention because we're not secure with ourselves. We haven't done enough healing work. We haven't boosted our confidence. We haven't self-improved. We don't truly take time for ourselves. We jump in these relationships too early, bro. And this is true. This is fact. Too many of us as men, we get married in 1 month, 2 months. We don't even know that girl, bro. You don't know that woman. You don't know how she is. A lot of these women will put on good fronts. They'll act one way for 4 months. They'll show you, because they're far advanced. These women have been hit on since they're 14 and 15. A lot of us don't get attention as men until we're 20, 25, until we have a job, until we have a little bit of money. Most of us, even right now, don't even have that. So many men I talk to, 28, 29, virgin, 30, virgin. They don't have none of this. And it's important for us to know that this woman might not be the best woman for us. Stop settling. Too much men, we don't have self-respect. If you respected yourself enough, you wouldn't fall in love with this girl, want to marry her, and then be one of these miserable guys that I'm talking about. And a lot of these guys, what's the saying? Misery loves company. So they'll tell you, nah, bro, just suck it all up. Bro, that's how marriages are, bro. Marriages are meant to be to where you're miserable. Or they'll tell you, like, I get this a lot too, bro. You've never been married. You don't have no right to speak on this. What gives you the right to speak on this? You don't know what it takes to be in a marriage. I'm like, so you don't think that I can watch and reflect on what you're doing, see how you're living, analyze that, and learn from your mistakes? A good perspective is I can analyze everybody's situations and I can decide what is the best option for me. I think that that's growth. I think that's evolving. I think that's maturity. Instead of just jumping in it, I learned my lesson the hard way and I have to experience that. That's foolish. That's a foolish ideology that too many of us have. Men, we accept that. Don't speak on this because you don't know what you're talking about. You've never been married. You don't know what it's like to be with a woman. You're supposed to make sacrifices for her. You're supposed to be miserable. You're supposed to sleep on the couch. You're supposed to give everything to her, everything. Give her your soul. Give her your soul and be happy with the fact that she has that. And you can't even look yourself in the mirror. You can't even go to work and feel confident enough to buy the things that you want because you have to give her your whole paycheck. So that you don't feel comfortable when you look yourself in the mirror as a man. So I don't want to hear that, bro. A good man is going to learn and learn from others' mistakes, bro. I'm going to see what's the best option. And that's what I truly believe. And there's no real difference between a man that can go through that, learn from that, and a man that's went through that and learned through trial and error. It's still the same thing because there's too many men speaking about this. There's too many men waking up and telling me the opposite. Oh, I've been married for this long. I've been married for 40 years, but be solo. These women would just steal for you. And that's why I said the foundation should be put upon us as men. If you're strong, if you're competent, if you're a leader, if you're financially stable, if you have a right mindset, you can endure all this suffering and pain and still bounce back because you know, all right, I took a chance for this woman. I gave her the opportunity. She didn't take me for a man that she saw as a leader. She took me for granted. I'm comfortable enough to walk away from this relationship because I respect myself and I value myself and I hold myself up as a king. So you tell me if I had that approach, I'm wrong for telling these men that they should be strong, telling these men that they should put themselves first, because these women are quick to put themselves first. So why can't we balance that table? Why can't we balance that perspective and allow men to get some power back so that they don't want to self-delete? What do you tell to that man out there that wants to take his life because he's miserable and he hates his life? Would you tell him, no, just, bro, happy wife, happy life. That's what a marriage is. Don't listen to this guy because he doesn't know what he's talking about because he's never been married. Man, dude, I don't want to hear that. I've talked to a lot of men. I've given them a different perspective and helped them to see that, you know what? Maybe that's not the best thing. Maybe it's your time to just part ways. You guys were young when you got together and it's not a healthy relationship no more. You're depressed, you're anxious, you're miserable, all because of this woman. God may have wanted you to go to a different path, brother. Or maybe you didn't listen to God in the first place. That's a problem. A lot of us don't bring God into these relationships. And it's important for us to know that God and the courts are two different things. God operates under laws of peace, joy, happiness, and he wants you to be equally yoked. A lot of these women, they're just taking, bro. They're perfect at extracting time, money, energy, and attention, not giving you anything back. So I need us to know that too many of us are miserable because of this. Too many of us are sad because of this. Now, if you're single right now and you're watching this video, bro, being single right now can be something that's great. You can use this time to listen to this message, work on yourself, self-improve, so that if you're in these situations, you can value yourself enough to walk away. We need to do better as men, and that's why I said here at Men Are Needed, we hold men to a higher standard. I'm holding you accountable. I'm saying you made those decisions. Now you have to be man enough to make a decision about the decision, bro. Stop letting these women dictate what you do. You let these women lead you. As a man, especially a godly man, you should follow God's law first. If God's telling you, no, you know what? I had a purpose, I had a mission for you. I wanted you to help change this world and start that business. And you're not doing that because this woman's telling you you're not spending enough time with your kids. You're going against God's plan. You're listening to her. Bro, there's a reason why Adam and Eve, that story, she came back and gave him the apple. You know, it is true, bro. You have to start understanding this. Too many of us as men make the wrong decisions all because the woman's leading you. Have some respect for yourself. Have some respect for yourself. Be able to be firm in your standard for what you're going to accept as a man. Have some codes. Have some goals in your life, bro. Too many of us don't have goals for what we want to do. If you know, all right, I have a goal to have a woman that's feminine. She sees me as a leader. She'll respect me. She'll honor me. She'll trust me. But then the moment the baddie comes in, she might look good on the outside. She might have big booty. She might have some big boobs. She might be pretty from the face with some nice curly hair, beautiful eyes. All your standards go out the window because you're lustful now. And then you're taking that L because she used you as a come up because she knew you had a little bit of money. She knew that she could get you to be like, happy wife, happy life. You're going to make me happy because I'm going to manipulate you so good. You'll, whatever I say jump, you'll say how high. And next thing you know, you're sad and you want to take your life because of this. So guys, something to think about. Take back your power, King. Thanks for watching this video. Peace.